What is up, guys? This is Jeff, and I have an episode of The Secret Sauce for you today. As you can probably tell, I have a Frog Monarch build for you here, and I have two special ingredients for this secret sauce. So, first, you'll notice I have Spiritual Water Art AoE. Now, what this card enables you to do is it almost is a pseudo monarch if you think about it. It doesn't have that 2400 body, but it makes you tribute off a water monster, usually Treeborn Frog. And instead of attacking the fields like Caius and Ryza do, it'll go after the opponent's hand, kind of like Thestalos. But the reason I'm putting this in here is that one common way to beat frogs is just to not commit too many resources to the board where you can get Caius, Ryza, enemy controller, Soul Exchange. There's just so many powerful cards that frogs have at their disposal to, whittle out the opponent's resources, break boards, that type of thing. So a lot of experienced players will hold resources so that they don't commit too much to the board where they can get punished. And instead, they can kind of build up these bigger plays, and then they can commit to the board in a way that a simple Caius or something like that won't be able to break it. But instead, Spiritual Water Art kind of complements that weakness of frogs in that you can actually punish players who are holding important pieces in their hand. In the same way, Thestalos and Vanity's Fiend are both more proactive in getting after the opponent, punishing them for not making plays earlier in the game. The second, and probably my favorite ingredient in this here, is the Salvage. Now, this card I've seen in a couple Frog builds over the years that Edison has been going, and it's an amazing card. So, first, early in the game, Salvage can help you get off your swap substitute kind of plays. It'll make awkward hands where maybe you've drawn Dupe Frog, drawn multiple copies of Dupe Frog. It allows you to go into more favorable boards. It kind of makes the lone substitute without some sort of other monster to tribute off plays work. It just allows you to manipulate your frogs, manipulate your hand, your grave, in a way that you can cycle through your frogs and do the kind of plays that you want to be doing with frogs to thin out your deck, establish a decent early board to set up your mid to late game. But even better, later in the game, my favorite play is to summon Caius and then be able to recycle him, bounce him back to hand with the swap frog. And Salvage actually enables you to do that much easier. As you know, you have to tribute summon Caius using your normal summon. And so likely the only way you're going to be able to recycle him with Swap Frog, unless your opponent is able to leave him on the board for the next turn, is to be able to special summon your Swap Frog. And so you have to have him in hand, and you also have to have a water of some type in your hand to discard for him. Salvage guarantees not only that you'll have the swap, but also that you have the water so you can special him out and then pop the Caius back to hand. So hopefully you'll be able to see, as we play a couple games here, you'll be able to see some of the secret sauce working its way out. It's kind of a control build. Um, I also put, Trunade in here. I also put Tragodia. Uh, Trunade I think is good because it allows you to get more knowledge off of these hand control cards. I put Mind Crush because you'll just have more hand knowledge with the Spiritual Water Art. Uh, and then Tragodia is going to be good because Salvage is actually increasing your hand size, and so it's way more relevant. Not to mention the fact that it's just another body that you can put on the board. Since I'm not running Hero Frogs, a little more defense would be helpful here. All right, we got ourselves a game here. All right, he just passes. Now, part of me wants to not do anything so he doesn't know what I have, but I think it's better to go ahead and get Treeborn going, especially since I have Ryza in hand here. So I'm going to summon Swap Frog, activate effect, get Treeborn to grave here. Already lagging. Alright, and then I'm going to push. Not too concerned about Gores. Alrighty. Now I'm going to use effect, bounce it to hand. And I do have the Tragodia. I want to feign like I have Gores. I think Gores is even more of a scary drop with that empty board. Wow, and he's not going to do anything again. And I'm not going to summon the Treeborn here. Just going to keep pushing with the Swap Frog here. And this time I will dump off the... I'll dump off another Swap Frog here. Alrighty. And I'll push and see if he has any response here. Okay, he's got the Battle Fader. Alrighty. Main phase 2. I think I'm gonna bounce Swap Frog to hand. Then end phase, I'm gonna discard Soul Exchange. I'm keeping the Treeborn Frog in hand because I think reusing Ryza might be good here. If I had more Monarchs, that would be good. But I gotta make use of the... Wow. It's just Kuraz pop himself. Okay. Now here I will make the Vanities play actually. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon this. See if he has any sort of meaningful back row. I'm gonna push. Wow. And Vanities is gonna stick. So hopefully he has to commit some resources here. It could be a Raikou. I'm not going to overcommit. If it's Raikou, I'll let the Vanities die. Okay, he's going to put that to defense. I will set the enemy controller. So he'll have to put 2 monsters on the board to be able to swing over. Ooh, Caius. Okay. Let me think about that. Okay, that's fine. I'll take 1,000. And I will take the 2,400 and special summon Tragodia. And if he doesn't have any back row, okay, he does. Alright, I'm going to try to go for game here with brain control. It's an interesting play. Huh. Yeah, I'll just pass. He's maintaining resources okay, which is good. Maybe should be playing a little more aggressively here. Is he gonna tribute off his own Kuraz, or he's gonna hit my background? Okay, he's gonna go for the 1. Okay, so yeah, this is where I'm gonna push in, be a little more aggressive. Okay. And is it worth econing so I can get the... Yeah, standby phase, I'm gonna change him to defense position. And a Treeborn. Wish I had a Caius here. Normal summon. Put that on top. So we know Karaz will be coming back next turn. He has Treeborn. Hopefully he doesn't have any other good monarchs. And then just for the damage, I'm going to special summon Swap Frog there. And I'll put Substitute in the grave. I don't think I really want to make a play with him. And I'll go for this damage. Okay, he's just going to take all his damage. Main phase 2. Yeah, I'll use effect to bounce Ryza. Hopefully that's enough for game here. So far, no secret sauce has been drawn. Is he gonna make the Kuraz play? Foolish. Okay, maybe he's got Dandelion. Got 2 tokens for the Kuraz. Fishborg Blast. Huh. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is just not that impressive to me. I don't think he can attack. Yeah, so this is just not really doing it for me. Standby phase, I will summon Treeborn here. And then tributes for Ryza. I'm going to put that Kuraz back on top. And I don't think there's much I can do. Okay. Main phase 2, I'll just bounce the Ryza. I'm in a very winning position here. I have Battle Fader, so it's not like he can OTK me. There's probably some ways that I could have pushed for game earlier here, but... Oh, okay. Man, so he is running like a full frog package. This is a weird build. Guess it's like a Kuraz Frog Monarch deck. This is kind of an interesting mirror match. I think I have the advantage because of the... Huh. Yeah, you can't... Okay, well he did that in a very weird order, but that's fine. Yeah, honestly, if I just draw Caius, I'm going to summon it. Pop himself for game. Yeah, this is not horribly scary. Okay, and I do get the 1-for-1. I'm trying to think if Substitute can do anything for me to break his board. Okay. Gonna do this. Really don't know what he can possibly do here. Pop one of the dupe frogs. And then... Man, I don't know how I'm supposed to break this. This is such slow, like, grinding. And main phase 2, I'll just pass the Ryza to hand. If this was Caius, I think this game would be over much earlier here. He's got another Avarice. This is some brutal gameplay here. All the frogs going back in. What's left? Got some Fishborg and a Treeborn. Okay. What the heck is that? When you choose someone. Is this some sort of like Exodia deck? I don't understand all of these stalling cards, and I've never seen that card in my life. I feel like special summon this. Oh, whoops! I am in standby phase. And I think I want to thin out my deck. I want to get to these Kaiases earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and use 1-for-1. I'll pitch a Swap Frog and go for Substitute. And I'm going to Soul Exchange, target that. Tribute that off. Special Summon. Dupe Frog. And I'll return my Swap Frog to normal summon that guy. And I'll pass. Okay. So thinned out my deck somewhat. Got rid of that idiot. Couldn't swing anyway. Don't care about the Treeborn Frog. You can go Armory Arm. Wow, he has another one of these. This deck is just weird. Okay. I'll put Fishborg back, I guess. Can't keep bouncing this thing. This is a very weird build. He's got more secret sauce than I do. This is kind of embarrassing. Alrighty. And then I will... I'll save it for now. I'll save the salvage. It is the secret sauce, and I'm very happy to have him in hand. Don't you mistake that. He just has nothing threatening right now. If he has Caius... Oh... Okay. Kuraz, nice. Alrighty. There it is. Okay. And there's the enemy controller. Pretty sure I can just change the battle position and I will just win that way. Thank goodness. Okay. Vanity's coming in hot. I will use Deck Devi because he's running way too many small monsters. Spiritual Water Art. Yeah, that card's going to be pretty money. Yeah, I also didn't draw the Monarchs that I wanted, but it's okay. He doesn't seem to want to swing that much. I'll take one Fader out. I'm going to keep the Gores just because it's that good. Tragodia is great because I can discard... I can discard a Monarch, take a Monarch. And I'll take a Ryza out. I don't really want to be bouncing things like Caius back. It's good for the Treeborn or for the Fishborg that he leaves on board, but... You guys didn't get to see the sauce. Salvage. Hopefully I draw something here. Maybe a Spiritual Water Art. Okay. This is a pretty good hand. You'll get to see the power of salvage. Yup. Yep. He gets the Treeborn off. Looks like I'll be doing the same thing. And I'll go ahead and attack. If he has Fader, that's fine. I'm not going to be leaving anything on board anyway. Yeah, okay. And that's going to be that. Yep. What you got? What you got? Okay. Probably going to dupe block me here. I really do not mind that. I've got the Caius to break. In fact, I might actually brain control Vanity's Fiend. I don't see how he comes back from that play unless he runs Soul Exchange. What is happening here? Okay. Foolish, put the Fishborg. Okay. This does not seem that good, but... Okay, so draw for turn, standby phase, I will get my Treeborn Frog. And I think I'm going to special swap Frog just so next turn I contribute it for Caius. So I'm going to do that. And I will put Substitoad in grave so that I can salvage it later if I want to make a play. And then here's where I normal summon. I forgot to. I messed up. I meant to brain control and then tribute that. That's okay. Thinking. Whoops. Okay. I did a little bit of a cheat there. I kind of took my play back. Yeah. Now, should I Caius? Takes care of both of them, but then he can just Caius me back. I think. Yeah, I will Caius. It's a pretty big play. He loses both dupe effects. One misses timing, one just gets banished. Okay, he's going to do all the work for me. What a nice guy. And then I'll use effect to bounce the hand. See, this is where salvage is OP, because I'll be getting my swap frog later. Probably can do a Substitoad play as well. I shouldn't have special summoned Treeborn, turns out. Don't want to leave him on board for this Caius. Although, if he Caius is the Treeborn, then my swap gets to come back from the salvage. Ouch. Losing the Gores, I think, is pretty bad here. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care about that. My hand is amazing. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. So this is where salvage is just OP. Alrighty. So discard to special summon, and I will send the other Substitoad. The question is, do I dupe block him? I think the answer is no. It's kind of awkward. I want to stick this Vanity's Fiend. I'm just gonna dupe block for now. Maybe bait out a Caius, something like that. Special to grave. And I will, yeah, I'll special that. Okay. And then, okay. Yep. We'll do that. Hopefully he has to commit Caius here, something like that. More likely he's going to try to do some Kuraz play to see a Fishboard gone, yeah. So, wow, double DD Crow. Yeah, there's the Kuraz. He's going to tribute himself? Yes. Now he can't attack, although he couldn't anyway. Yeah, see, that just doesn't really scare me. I think I just pause. I'm not too concerned. I would love to get some of these water arts going though, because if I can knock out some of the stuff he has in hand, then okay, there we go. Now I get my Swap Frog back, which is OP. Special summon that, which is gonna be so good. Alrighty. Yeah, and that's just gonna be GG. So declare, send Ryza to take your Caius. I'm going to tribute summon Vanity's Fiend. I'll crash these two. I'll hit direct. And if he can't answer this turn, it is over. Very curious to see what this guy has. Alrighty. If it's like Econ or something like that, summoning is not going to do anything. I think I'm just going to swing here. Yeah. And I'll set this to protect, but I really don't see how he gets over this. Okay. Brain control maybe? Hmm. I'll surrender. Nope, you're the only one who can get crows, which is totally fine. That's one thing about the salvage is that you don't need your treeborn frogs as it's not as critical. Okay, okay. He's making plays. Alrighty. And I will normal summon Swap Frog. No effect. Okay. Turns out I could have swung with Swap first. I was thinking it was one of the 2K monsters like Dupe or something, but and I'll say GG's. You drew 5 cards and left. Anyway, so guys, that's the secret sauce. I'll do one thing just to show you my very favorite play with this. And I actually almost have it right off the bat here. I do have it right off the bat here. So let's just do a quick play here. You know, do block, blah, blah, blah. Normal summon, blah, blah, blah. Special. Boom. Special. Boom. And I will leave a substitute in deck. I'm not the best with frogs, I'll be honest with you. So if there's something I'm messing up, that's on me. Okay. So this is where it's OP. You keep the water art in hand, okay? Let's say they're amazing and they break your whole board, miss the timing and everything. Here's why this is so good. So, special summon Treeborn Frog. Got yourself a Ryza. Pop that. Boom. You got yourself your swap frogs again. And that'll be the last substitute there. You can use effect. Bounce this Ryza. Swap frog kind of sits there awkwardly. Except Psych, next turn, you get to water art them. Hit their hand. You've hit whatever card, with Ryza initially. You hit their hand. If it was a good card, you can now water art it to the grave, or you can, cripple whatever play they want to make. And then next turn, you got yourself another Ryza coming down, which I think is just a really powerful play. So, didn't ever get to pull that off. Didn't actually use any water arts, but that's the secret sauce. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.